A lawyer, Kaba Akingbolu Esquire, has written to the immediate past Minister of State for Labour and Employment, Mr. Festus Keyamo'S, to refund with immediate effect illegal and unconstitutional salaries and allowances he collected during the 4 years that he was Minister of State. Akingbolu, in the letter to Keyamo, with reference number SAC and all of that, dated May 29, 2023, warned that should he refuse to comply with the innocuous demand, he would have no choice but to approach the court to compel the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) to prosecute him for fraudulently enriching himself with Nigerian taxpayers' money. The lawyer also said he would ask the court to compel the government to expunge his name from its record as a minister, as a former minister. Really, yeah. Sahara reporters had reported that Keyamo described the designation of Minister of State as constitutional aberration, saying that it is practically not working for those appointed into the position. Keyamo, who spoke at the validatory session presided over by President Muhammadu Buhari to mark the end of the Federal Executive Council meeting under his administration on May 24th, 2023, said, Mr. President, the concept or designation of Minister of State is a constitutional aberration and is practically not working for many so appointed. Successive governments have come and gone, and many who were appointed as ministers of state who have not spoken out at a forum such as this because of the risk of sounding ungrateful to the president who appointed them. However, like I said earlier, this is not ingratitude. He further stated, Mr. President, I crave your indulgence to explain this constitutional conundrum of Minister of State. Section 147 and 148 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended, deal with the appointment and responsibilities of ministers of the Federation. The said section states as follows. Section 147 of 1 says there shall be such offices of ministers of the government of the Federation as may be established by the President. 2. Any appointment of the office of minister of the government of the Federation shall, if the nomination of any person to such office is confirmed by the Senate, be made by Presidents. 3. The appointment under subsection 2 of this section by the President shall be in conformity with the provisions of section 14 of 3 of this Constitution, provided that in giving effect to the provisions aforesaid, the President shall appoint at least one minister from each state who shall be an indigene of such state. The Senior Advocate of Nigeria further quoted section 148, which provided 1. The President may, in his discretion, assign to the Vice President or any Minister of the Government of the Federation responsibility for any business of the government of the Federation, including the administration of any department of government. However, Mr. Akingbolu, in the letter to Keyamo titled Demand for the Immediate Refund of Illegal and Unconstitutional Salaries and Allowances are collected by you during the 4 years in the office as the State Minister for Labour and Employment of the Federal Republic of Nigeria from August 2019 to 29th May 2023, commended him for courage and honesty in telling truth to the power. Describing his statement as a laudable and commendable by all Nigerians, he noted that it is an act alien to Nigerian political class. He added, we are not much surprised about this based on your antecedents as people's advocates who always stand by the Nigerian masses as a crusader for democracy and constitutionalism, for the involvement of Nigeria young democracy that continue to be maladministered by inept successive governments due to lack of political will to right the wrongs in our political system. It added, it is our strong belief that your recommendation was born out of your usual characteristics and sincere contribution to the advancement of our constitutional democracy, which has been the bane of our political and economic development for ages. arising from the foregoing is the fact that since you have deemed it fit to stand by the truth at this time, belatedly though, by exposing the unconstitutional acts of government for the sake of advancing our constitutional democracy. So it will be improper, hypocritical, and out of character for you to withhold the product and proceeds of this office not recognized by Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We therefore demand that you immediately refund all the illegal and unconstitutional salaries and allowances paid to you as an appointed Minister of State for Niger Delta Affairs and later redeployed as Minister of State for Labor and Employment for the past 4 years. Although it is shocking and disappointing that as a social crusader and respected senior advocate of Nigeria, you could permit yourself to be used to occupy an illegal office and you continue to receive illegal money for a whole 4 years. This is highly disappointing and leaves so much sad taste in the mouth that you can participate in such criminality. This has made some people like us to believe that you only said so in order to get a better patronage or appointment as a substantive minister in the new government. Too bad. In any events of neglect or refusal to comply or give attention to the innocuous demand, we shall left with no other option than to file for mandamus by approaching the court to compel the EFCC to prosecute you for fraudulently enriching yourself with Nigerian taxpayers' money, and in addition compel the federal government to expunge your name from government record as one of the former minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He warned. What more can I say than what this man has said? Two things, or more than two things, but at least want to take two things out of this. Keyamo is doing this, or he made mention of this, because he felt that in this new administration that is there now, he has done so much, at least for the fact that they employed him to be the spokesperson for Tinubu. He was able to speak very well, and that was why everything, many things that are really petty, he always try to talk about it, which people regard as being unreasonable. So he has really worked for this particular government. So in case they want to give him another position, they shouldn't give him that position, and that is the reason why he talks. If it's somebody who has integrity, why did he not say it from the start of this government? And like this lawyer is saying that it is an unfortunate incident that somebody that Nigerians before now looked like somebody who is responsible could involve himself and be collecting illegal money. I know when Rufai of Arise TV was talking about it, he replied him. He now wanted to twist it that there's something there, there's difference between. He was just talking rubbish, because you know that these guys, they are all of them are rogues. Majority of them are rogues. Let me not say all of them. Majority of them are rogues. You want to try to twist it, and the question is that why is it that nobody has been able to find out that this kind of a thing really, it was unconstitutional? They will come out now, they'll be giving technicalities and what have you. Nigeria is I don't even know what to say. I know he's going to respond to this man. I will not be quoting and be quoting and be quoting, because he thinks and he feels that he's the one who is the only one who knows how to talk. And that is how they have been doing, in this country. A lot of things have been going, in an abnormal way. A lot of shenanigans here and there. But it will be swept under the carpet. Festus Keyamo, the charge and bay son, without proper reasoning, who always speak under the influence of too much drug consumption and too much alcoholic drinks. Very sad indeed. Mad people everywhere. Keyamo is a thief. He should be arrested. Please ensure that okay, the eye opener for the blindfolded. What did we think it will come out of it? It will not come out of it. And at the end of the day, the problem is that the rich will continue to get richer in an abnormal way, while the poor will continue to get poorer because of their ignorance. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this, whether you think this is going to make so any good thing is going to come out of it.